International Parliamentary Intelligence Security Conference, where Kenya and the U.S. clashed over Somali terror group Al-Shabaab, will come to an end today, with Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i expected to officially close it. Now, delegates are deliberating on money laundering and terrorism threats in East Africa. The conference has drawn members for Parliament from across the world. Let's cross over to KICC and listen in.
Upcoming developing states which people want to also hide their money so that it goes unnoticed. And from this, what we tried to do was we collaborated with the Land Registry and also the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission and other related offences on a special project for the purpose of beneficial ownership for tax purposes. And from this process, we identified, not because what we tried to do was we took the whole land registry in Abuja, unveiled the curtain that unveiled the people behind all those properties, and then match those properties with the assets they declare in their tax returns to check if they actually declare all those things as directors of these various companies. Because most of the landed properties are in companies' names. And we realized that we had 2,325 non-compliant companies in Abuja and Lagos alone. And then the value of these properties identified and assessed was 302.6 billion. We assessed a tax liability of 18.5 billion, and we were able to totally collect, so far, 5.2 billion naira in cash from these various offenders. And as well as we have 52 properties in Abuja that are up for sale, valued at 3.4 billion. We have a final forfeiture to the federal government of 2 properties already. These 2 properties, they were awarded in some company's name, but because they knew that they were guilty and they were going to be punished for that, they denied having those properties. They denied it totally. And we said, no problem. I advertised, as the law mandates, on the papers for whoever owns those properties to come forth. And after the time elapsed, we went to court and seek for final forfeiture for those properties to the federal government. And this property is worth 599.1 million so far. I can tell you that all this effort has yielded results. In 2018, this yielded a total revenue collection for the country to the tune of 5.32 trillion. Yes, in 2018. And in 2019, we think we can do better. And in conclusion, unwholesome practices of multinational enterprise, financial institutions, and oil and gas companies remains the biggest component of IFF, money laundering, corruption in Nigeria. Corruption and abuse of political office remain a factor of money laundering, which we have taken care by establishing the Anti-Corruption and Transparency Monitoring Unit in all MPAs, and they report on entities, including the CEOs of these various companies, of these various government agencies, without fear of favor, because you are not reporting to the CEO, you are reporting to the presidency through the head of the Anti-Corruption Agency. Corruption and abuse of political office remain a factor of money laundering, terrorism financing, IFF, tax crimes in Nigeria. Collective effort has been put in place to end this menace, which I mentioned earlier. We're striving to reduce the money laundering, terrorism financing, illicit financial flow, money from Nigeria, and effect of beneficial ownership as it's causing economic downturn, which has an unprecedented effect on the economy and lives of Nigerians. Stiffer laws and regulation has been enacted to deter further money laundering, IFF actions by people determined to engage in such acts. And one of the stiffer laws...
All right, that is a member of parliament from Nigeria talking about how the country is fighting matters, terrorism and money laundering, saying that in Nigeria, corruption is the source of money laundering, just giving, different leaders from all the